What's up guys, I'm Nomadikh, back again for another video. Today is the first day of the coffee theme. This whole month we're going to be making videos all about the theme of coffee. Today's video was sponsored by Costco. I'm just kidding. So today's theme, this month's theme is coffee. So why coffee, right? What was the inspiration for the coffee theme? The theme of coffee is supposed to represent kind of this new movement, this new surge of instrumental hip hop, which is lo-fi hip hop. Lo-fi hip hop was a genre that, in my opinion, worked really well in this age because I feel like in today's age, you know, anxiety and depression seem to be a lot more prevalent than they were in the past. Maybe it's because of social media, I don't really know. But I think people found lo-fi hip hop to be a genre of music that's just very simple, but also very relaxing too. And the cool thing about this genre, not only were hip hop heads jumping into it, but producers from all sorts of different genres, all different sorts of walks of life were jumping in and trying to make lo-fi hip hop. It was just this new, almost felt like this renaissance of instrumental hip hop. So I got really excited, I wanted to jump in, and I kind of wanted to add my own take onto this genre. When you think of coffee, you think of a coffee shop. And when you think of a coffee shop, you imagine yourself, you know, kind of just getting away from whatever is going on out there, getting your focus on point, focusing on something you're trying to get done, or maybe you're just trying to relax, or whatever it may be. A coffee shop has always been kind of a place to just focus on whatever it is you're doing and relax and kind of just, you know, get away from the noise for a moment. So I made an album, I called it Coffee, and the entire theme of this album was supposed to be sort of this escape from reality. That was kind of the whole point of it. It was supposed to be kind of something that you gravitate to when you feel like you just want to get away, you know, kind of like when you go to the coffee shop to focus on something or get something done. You know, it's kind of the same deal, but it has more or less to do with kind of just taking you to a new world, taking you to a new place. At the time when lo-fi was becoming really popular, I was still in grad school and I was spending a lot of my time just literally in one building in one place, just studying all the time. And that feeling really frustrated me. I really felt like I wanted to kind of just get away from that like situation for a little bit, and I felt like I needed to create this music in order to help myself kind of cope with that feeling of not being able to really do much in that situation. And that's the reason why I made the album. It's because I wanted to help not only myself but even other people too get that sense of being able to get away when you just like can't sometimes because life just doesn't let you. Now, in terms of how I made it, a lot of my influences when I make music, a lot of times I like to sample. I don't always sample, but a lot of my themes and a lot of my inspiration for the music I create comes from sounds that were taken from films and other games. People who make games, people who make movies, they're always trying to take the viewer and kind of just take them to another place. And I think those creators have a really good understanding of the nature behind creating music that has that vibe to it. So one of the songs on the album, one of the more popular songs, is called Chimichangas. The reason I named it Chimichangas is because that day that I made the song, me and my friends, we went out to this restaurant called Mad Mex in Pittsburgh, and I ordered a chimichangas. So that's the reason why I called it Chimichangas. I name my songs based out of what adventure I was doing that day. But anyway, that song, the melody actually came from a video game soundtrack called Machinarium. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is actually probably one of my favorite games ever. The soundtrack was really good. I just really enjoyed the soundtrack to that game, and I felt like the reason I enjoyed the game so much was because the art and the music just came together so perfectly that it just created this experience. That's also the reason why I got inspired from the soundtrack too. If you haven't listened to Coffee, it's out on Spotify, it's out on all platforms. Links in the description if you want to check it out. Spotify is kind of my new platform. I really like it. I should have been on it years ago because Spotify is awesome. As always, if you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram. I'm always available to talk. Next week, we're actually going to be making some coffee beats. So stick around and I'll see you next week.